This episode features breaking news. Last night marked the official release of the first of several BITWISE filings for the XRP ETF, which will only serve as a ripple effect of the traditional snowball effect. We were discussing the ETF at the top of the pyramid. Before our call approximately 5 months ago, an ETF for XRP was on the horizon. It will launch in 2025, and institutional capital will be joining the market. Next, let's take a closer look at the Grayscale, the actions being taken with the trust, and how this served as a foundation for the ETF. We shall examine the BITWISE submission. Now that you understand its meaning and our objective, please take a seat. We'll take it from there. Come back, unwind, and let's begin with Bitcoin. It is currently down $61,500, or 3.83% over the previous day, with Ethereum closing at $24.63. Right now, it's unavailable. With XRPs trading at a meager 59 cents and USDT and USDC at their respective dollar benchmarks, the entire market capitalization of cryptocurrencies has decreased by 6.28% to $171 billion. What price should we pay, people? What is it that we ought to be focusing on? It's straightforward here. A CME for Bitcoin still exists. Gap, as we previously mentioned, the success percentage of this thing sinking back down and closing them is not dependent on it getting near. In fact, it doesn't always need to be in the low to mid $50,000 zone. It is there, you have to pay for it. It is a legitimate target for attention. I've been telling you for a while that I haven't used my money in these markets yet. It's still sitting on the sidelines. I must find out if we will have one. For Bitcoin, we need to maintain this range. If we fail to maintain our current range, which is between 60 and 62, or possibly even between 59 and 62, we may revisit the anticipated CME gap. If we do close this gap well, I do not believe this dip, and I do not believe we're going to be down there for a long time. If it does occur this month, how will we know if we invalidate it? Simple goals remain unchanged. To close that gap, Bitcoin must rise above $74,000 for us to close that gap. Goodbye. Keep in mind that these gaps don't always get filled, and that doesn't mean we'll go back to look at that line for XRP. We're all panicking, but it's only a matter of 60 cents to reach our initial resistance level, which we need to surpass. After that, we can discuss the price of XRP. Now that BITWISE and a drill has announced an ETF, why hasn't the price of XRP increased? Why ought it to? It's simply a file. We are still awaiting SEC permission. We still need to confirm that the ETF will launch the following year. The release of the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs resulted in a decline in their prices, followed by significant rallies and price increases. The same thing will happen with XRP. However, the mere notification of its rejection does not ensure its approval. Remember, we could resolve the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit in just 5 days. See how simple this is? Buy and hold, it doesn't matter. View name. Another NFT project that's carrying out our actions is, wait, you can't say that Binance V Wallet has changed much in the past month since they last stacked almost 30 million more tokens in a single day. In my opinion, this indicates that they're ready for another significant pump this year. This wallet has been flawless and continues to sell a day or two ahead of schedule. Take a long look at this. There you have it. Binance wallet history is visible. Binance is increasing in value for a specific reason. They will either include it on VOA or BEAT since they are aware that this is a pump-related issue. I believe they are both aware of this. In my opinion, things are going to blow out, and you know what will be one of the top gainers in 2025. I possess VO, I write a lot about VOA and the news, and I believe that the quality of the content there will improve over time. This trend is expected to continue, especially as we approach this historic bull market. VO isn't listed on a major exchange. However, what do you think will happen to the price if it is listed on a major exchange at this point? Sure, you can use Uphold, but not everyone wants to. Not everyone wants to use Uphold, but everyone enjoys it. I back Uphold as an affiliate for Uphold. I can attest that this is going to soar to new heights when it becomes available to the general public and consumers begin to inquire about V. I stand by my commitment, and as I previously mentioned, I'm patiently waiting. The current value of this item is 1.2 cents, and it has the potential to return to a penny. I plan to treat myself to a few $1 million, as I believe the value of this asset could increase by 350 or even 100 times. Reliable cryptocurrencies such as look, he's not tall. And S in the past, I've promised to buy Psi after my quant DCA averages out. I initially intended to rotate into XLM, but I've decided to visit the S network instead because it has a nice pump. When the price drops further, I'll pick this up. But for now, what am I waiting for? We hit that number because this quant, $78, is my DCA. It's not that quant. Didn't hold it on Monday, so I'm just going to keep stacking, like $800 a week until I get my DCA, which ought to arrive sometime soon. Currently, the quant's price hovers around $76, pending its arrival at the DCA. I will continue to support this strategy's workings. Additionally, let's not overlook Grayscale's XRP Trust. As we previously discussed, Grayscale established the trust as a stepping stone. What does the trust do with an XRP ETF? The trust enables individuals who prefer not to engage in trading, buy their own cryptocurrency, or establish a cryptocurrency wallet to utilize the resources Grayscale provides through the trust. Institutions can use the trust to determine the level of demand for an asset. If there is demand, an ETF will result. In this process, trust is the first layer. Since people clearly want XRP, the most logical next step is to create an ETF, which is something we've been discussing for the past 5 months. What do we discover next? BITWISE here is the piece from the block that the crypto index fund manager validated and shared with the block yesterday, stating that he did, in fact, indicate that the Delaware file for the BITWISE XRP ETF was real. Here, as highlighted for your convenience, we can confirm that this registration was indeed made by us. BITWISE Matthew Hogan, Chief Investment Officer, informed the block on Tuesday. Let's pay attention, as this is the registration of a trust entity in Delaware. We may discuss further information and observations tomorrow. Let's see what new information regarding the XRP ETF becomes available at this moment. It's referred to as the BITWISE XRP ETF excuse. Believe me, I don't think this is real, people. As I've said before, if the institutions want something, I want it. The institutions want XRP, which is around their top 4 holdings or largest holding. The ETF will facilitate institutional money's entry into the cryptocurrency world, specifically into XRP. You should be aware that XRP is their 4th largest fund, accounting for 2% of all the funds they handle. What else is amusing, or what else strikes you as odd? In a few days, BITWISE will be speaking at Swell. In the meantime, what about all the whales we saw on Monday amassing a significant quantity of XRP? We wondered, who's buying all this XRP? What motivates them to purchase so much XRP at that location? There must be a reason for this, and it will be revealed tomorrow. BITWISE positioning himself to XRP ETF is highly noteworthy in his opinion. He says in the short term this is likely a call option on the November election, remembering that the outcome of the election will play a major role and a major impact on the crypto markets. Do you think they knew a little something after that? Yes, but BITWISE has a lot of credibility. BITWISE is a cryptocurrency native fund company that doesn't simply throw things at an insurmountable barrier. This is strategic in their DNA, with the argument that the XRP ETF is most likely a political matter here in the short run, coming at some point, but I think it's all reversible over time, but the longer-term plan is to provide this as an ETF wrapper. Step 2 will be completed. Given tokenization, can you see where you understand why Garlinghouse predicted that the cryptocurrency markets would reach $5 trillion by the end of the year? Do you understand why I believe that if the institutions enter this bull cycle, we could see a super cycle, unlike anything we have ever seen? with all the pieces gradually coming together and the timing aligning perfectly? We talk a lot about timing. Timing is everything on this channel. In the cryptocurrency market, if XRP surges to unprecedented levels and attracts the interest of ETFs and institutional capital, it has the potential to propel the market to unprecedented heights.